Have you forgiven your mother?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I hold, I think, a little bit more resentment towards my dad.
Did you go to him and forgive him?
Not yet.
Why not?
For a while, I didn't know I had a problem or had to until Luke told me that I needed to do that.
Yeah. Oh, good. And will you go and forgive your father and mother? Why do you resent your father?
Because he was an alcoholic. He still is, and he cheated on my mom, and they stayed together, married until I was about 22, but I've never seen a happy home since I was 7.
So your father was an alcoholic. He cheated on your mother, right?
Yes.
But what does that have to do with you?
I think it made me confused on what a healthy relationship is. I don't know what it really looks like, and I act like my mom. I hear her anger.
Yeah.
Some of my tones, I can feel her there, and that wasn't good. And I'm mad at him for kind of doing that to her, but I'm also mad at her for not trying to have God in the house ever either.
Amazing. So the world taught her this. You mad at your father because your father was an alcoholic and he cheated on your mother. When in reality, that had nothing to do with you at all. Your mother made you think that. Oh, your dad is no good, he's an alcoholic, and she made you feel sorry for her, and you identified with her and lost yourself. And you only hate your father with your mother's hatred. You don't have your own anger for your father. Your mother set you up. Yeah. That's why you can see your mother in you, because you identify with her. Don't let anyone tell you that you're mad at your father because he was an alcoholic. It had nothing to do with you. Your father still loved you. He just hates your mother because he couldn't handle her. She drove him crazy. Yeah. But she didn't tell you, oh, your father was an alcoholic because I drove him crazy. She didn't tell you that. But you got to forgive her because she set you up. She really did. And you resent her for it, and that's why you're just like her. But God will take that spirit away from you and give you back yourself. And I have to tell you, there's nothing like being you. When you were a little girl, you were yourself. That's why you were so happy. And as soon as you became angry, you lost yourself and became like your mother. Most people are not themselves. Men and women are their mothers. And they've been lied to about their fathers. When I was growing up, I knew people who were alcoholic. The kids didn't care. We just laugh at them being alcoholic. You know, because the parents still show love for the kids. Yeah. And unless the mother turns you away from the kids, from your father, you think it's your idea. It's really not. So you owe your father, just let him know I resented you, but I realized it was my mother hatred. Because he didn't do anything to you. But yeah, you feel like he did. But he did not do anything because you believed a lie from your mother. Isn't that unfortunate?
Yes.
Yeah. But it would change. Are you afraid to deal with her?
No, I was actually thinking it was going to be easier with her because she's not as emotional as my dad. My dad would cry and he would defend himself and say, I didn't do any of those things.
Right.
But my mom would be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, you know?
What an evil woman. You got to go and put your feet on solid ground and deal with her. And she's going to try to switch on you, make you think you did something to her, or I didn't do that to you. Your father was no good. I raised you and all that. Don't pay that any mind at all. That's a setup. You forgive her for resenting her, and God will forgive you. Just say, you know what? I just want to forgive you for what you did to me. You turned me away from my father. You made me identify with you. My life is hell now, and I know it's because I am not forgiving you. And if she apologizes, that's fine. If she doesn't, that's fine. You forgive her. If she lay down and died, that's fine. You say, oh, mom is dead. I wonder if she had any insurance. And have a cheap funeral. Don't spend all the money on the funeral. You don't need the gloves and all that stuff. A whole bunch of flowers. Save the money and live off it. All right? What do you think about that?
No, I have so much, respect and love for both of them. So
no, you don't. No.
I couldn't do that to her.
Let me tell you this. No one who has anger have love. You don't love your parents. You hate your parents. That's why you take it out on your husband. And eventually you're going to take it out on the kids. Because angry people do not have love.
That's why it's hard for me
if I don't know anything else, I know for sure angry people do not have love. That's why God said, man's heart is wicked, because human beings have anger. Yeah, so you don't love your parents. If you love your parents, you would be honest with them. And if she died, you collect the insurance.
But my mom never tried to influence me directly about hating my mom.
She was slick with it.
I would just see them, like, I can remember when I was 7, he'd come home drunk and he wanted more alcohol, and she was trying to stop him from finding it in the cabinets, and I came out and I saw that, and I'm just like crying on my bed. It started then. It wasn't like she was trying to show me his ways. I just would see it.
No, she was playing victim. You just don't realize what was happening to you.
But wasn't she, in a way, a victim too?
No, she knew that she was married a beta male, and she wanted to control him.
She was 14 when she met him.
She still knew she was married a beta male. Women know weak men. They can smell them a mile. You could be right here on Los Angeles and Pico and see a guy way down. And you could be 14 years old and see an 80-year-old man down the road. Come a beta. I'm going to get him. Believe me, women know weak men when they see them.
Then that means that when I saw my husband for the first time, then I'm thinking he's weak too.
Yes. That's why you married him. You wouldn't have married him otherwise.
Because I saw like a gladiator up in the club, and I'm like,
I bet you did.
That's what I want.
You're like, I see this gladiator. I'm going to bring him down from that gladiator. I'm bringing this one down.
I did. I wanted the biggest, and I wanted, yes.
Did you guys have sex before marriage?
Yes.
I rest my case.
And the first time, we had Kennedy.
See there?
Yeah.
I got this gladiator. Women know weak men, believe me, and they know how to get them. Your mother knew that man before she married him.
Yeah.
She just wanted the control over him. It's too bad, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
So you got to forgive them both. And she set you up to identify with her. You just wasn't aware enough to see it. Are you doing the silent prayer video? Silent prayer?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I have on my YouTube channel, silent prayer.video. I want you to start doing that so you can get to know yourself. It's so amazing what's going on inside that you don't see. And once you see it, then you understand what happened to you.
Okay.
Then you can forgive your parents. And your life is going to be amazing. And you won't traumatize your kids then.
I don't want to do that.
I know that, yeah. So overcome that anger.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, once you forgive your parents, even though they mess you up, they couldn't help it. That same spirit is in them.
Yeah.
But God will forgive you, and it'll be as though you didn't have a past. And it's going to be amazing for you.